Hello everyone! Don't mind the little battery there. This is shamelessly used by an emulator.
This battery's
Welcome
loaded.
Welcome to a somewhat polarizing Rayman experience, or at least I assume it's a polarizing Rayman experience. Hoodlum's Revenge for the Game Boy
In some
Advance.
sects, yeah.
The ever so beloved sequel to Hoodlum Havoc.
Huh. See, I've never...
Yeah, it's like a soft sequel.
I never heard of this game before.
Well,
I played Rayman 3 and that was pretty much it, and...
yeah, I think I only learned about this game either through a Nintendo Power article or just finding it at a store one day.
The lazy morning clearly forced.
Lobot's dreams are disturbed by a memory.
Of the time he swallowed the Dark Lamondre.
Gulp.
Good old Andy.
Yeah.
Lobot was awakened by a strange sound.
Who's there?
Who's there?
Later that
Later
afternoon.
that afternoon.
All the sleeping is making me hungry. Hey, Golbucks, are you there? Oh no! What happened to my best pal?
3D rendered onto GBA, yeah.
I better find out what happened to Glowbox, quick!
Okay.
Now on to our first...
Whoa.
Oh,
Yep.
Hey there, Rayman. We're off on another adventure. Oh, this is so exciting. I read the manual, so I'll tell you how everything works.
Good
yeah,
old
just as a
times.
heads up, Murphy in this game, in terms of personality, is kind of a 180 from how he is in Rayman 3, to a point where even Rayman kind of points out how kind of annoying he can be in this
Yeah,
game.
we've done this
like,
before.
annoying for different reasons, anyway.
It should be...
Yeah. He's more like how he was in
Makes
Rayman
sense.
2.
Also, should be said... It should be said that, Rayman Hoodlum's Revenge assumes you played the console version of, Rayman 3, even though there was technically a portable version of Rayman 3.
Huh.
Well, though that game was acting more so like an actual sequel to Rayman 2, like they had the robot pirates and everything.
So...
Yeah, they did.
So I'm just looking at this, so it looks like they kept the combo system.
Yeah,
3D
basically, just in terms of gameplay, this is essentially a, admittedly, kind of faithful rendition of the Rayman 3 gameplay, like combat and all, just infused onto an isometric perspective.
I was gonna say,
Which is ambitious, I'll give them credit, but at the same time, well, yeah.
that and I was gonna say the 3D
Yeah.
animation actually is pretty smooth.
Yeah, I assume it's the exact same
Well, it's
models that
pretty
they
much
used for
taking
Rayman 3, but they just
three-
kind of compressed them for the sake of the GBA.
Yeah.
Probably.
Like, I know definitely, like, that's the Rayman 3 model of Murphy, even though they have his Rayman 2 design down there in the dialogue box.
Can I? And I have to take personal issue with the isometric platforming. I have never been able to play any type of game like this successfully, just because of how my brain works with perspective.
So things like, is this one of those things where like I remember seeing this one thing where like, are the cubes facing down or are the cubes facing up? And is it like your mind's the other way around where you see the cubes facing down as opposed to things rising up?
Exactly. That's pretty much.
That's why
pretty much
isometric
like,
sucks.
Yeah, like.
Depends on who you talk to. Depends on who you ask.
I have to go wash my armpits.
I don't have any armpits.
All of the Tinsy dialogue in this game is pretty much recycled from all the stuff that they say in Rayman 3, by the way.
Meh. I just don't know if it really needs a dialogue box that freezes all gameplay sort of thing with this.
Oh, real quick, I have to talk about this real quick. That green lum there, that is basically a checkpoint. If you die in this level, you respawn right where that green lum is.
So
Yeah,
like
that's
Rayman
pretty
2.
much-
Just like
Yeah.
in Rayman 2.
Carry over for Rayman 2.
And also, like, yellow lums are essentially kind of like...
Oh, jeez,
they
like
kind of
that
like add to
there.
points, and the red lums are essentially health regains.
And I was gonna say, I would actually agree with Louise. I can usually play these for the most part, except for when I'm jumping up and down to platforms that are actually lower than me. Like,
Yeah.
like that, like what just happened back there. Like, even back in Spyro's Season of Fire and Ice, that kept becoming a big
I
problem.
hated that game. Just gonna. That's
lot of
pretty
people
much
do.
what cemented my opinion of isometric platforming.
Fair enough. I mean, I think there's some games that do it okay. They don't seem too offensive. And this game, I don't think is too terrible about because you have a drop shadow. Though there was that one instance when he was trying to hover over to that one platform, you couldn't really see what was below Rayman because he was like at the very bottom of the screen. And I think that was a pretty
Yeah,
bad
the
design
camera
flaw.
pans like that for some reason.
Oh yeah, no, and I'll say the reason why that happens is that because it's because he does have a drop shadow, but in that instance, the drop shadow was concealed behind the platform that was higher than the one he was going to.
Well, that and the fact that whenever you try to, like, hover jump, I'm not sure if it's in all cases, but it's in cases like that, the camera for some reason pans upward to kind of, you know, obscure the drop shadow.
That's my problem,
Yeah.
exactly. They completely obscured the drop shadow.
That's what I said.
I gotta go communicate with Elvis.
Okay. Also, I don't.
Elvis is like way past our time, buddy.
Also, I don't like that they use the different models, like the different outfits they wore, but it's the exact same Grand Minimus model every time.
Well, to be fair,
Kind
this,
of.
in all fairness, this was definitely like one of those experimental type of games, but it's also it was kind of a simple cash grab. Like they were capitalizing on the success of Rayman 3 and just made a game kind of like that for the Game Boy Advance.
I have to go shake my groove thing.
That's cool.
Meh.
So
By the way, I love how earlier that Murphy said that you're not really that great of a swimmer. Do you not remember we were fighting a fucking fish robot thing in
That's
Rayman 3?
Underwater.
That's pink water though. This is like it's blue water. It's fine, but it's pink water. No.
It's filled with too much pink energy.
You mean purple stuff?
Too much pink energy is dangerous.
Too much strawberry milk. He's lactose intolerant. I don't like that.
Oh.
It's not so really cool.
Yeah,
I don't know why I'm
I
doing
think
that
it's-
accent.
It doesn't sit well in Rayman's tummy.
So that's why he doesn't have arms or legs. He's lactose intolerant.
No bones for calcium. Okay,
Exactly.
Let's see this. I have to go
I have to go feed my hamster.
Off he goes.
Hamtaro's getting hungry. I don't know why I'm suddenly turning him into Woody Allen. Oh,
That's
jeez.
what I was trying to do. Dude, Hamtaro Heartbreak is a freaking adorable game, and I want to do that at some point.
Now, here's something that I think we need to clarify with Hoodlum's Revenge.
At the end of each level, I'll evaluate your performance. If you get a new high score, I reward you with the much-coveted Murphy stamps.
What?
You can always go back and play a
Coveted,
level
huh?
again. If you beat your high score on that level, I might be able to give you more stamps for it. And if you earn enough Murphy stamps, I think I might be able to pull some strings for you and maybe open up a few secret levels. You
Maybe.
can also play a level again to see if you can rescue all the teensies or collect all the lums. There may be prizes for that too. Now, let's see how well you scored.
Maybe, possibly, probably,
Oh, no. Yeah,
like, most likely.
we got 72550.
You beat your high score level, even though there wasn't a high score to begin with.
Exactly. So I'm like, let's see.
Your own personal high
Lums,
score, don't
yes.
you know?
Okay, collected more lums in this well, you collected more lums than you never did.
And you
Finally.
never will again. Oh, and I get it. They're all
all
different
the
colors.
teesies.
You collected
all
more
the teens.
teensies than before, even though you never did. And that's what I
Wait,
call
just
action.
two?
You scored 2 Murphy stamps.
2? But we could perfected the level.
Oh, 8,000 points.
Oh.
So that in that instance, all you really can like say is try and get a better combo next time. But
Now, here's another thing that makes this game particularly stand-worthy.
You can play his glow box.
This is the
worst. Him prison alone, helpless, and... That's odd. Wait a minute. Oh, devil damn it!
Those fools can't keep me here. I just have to flick the switch and I'll be free.
wait, what?
Huh? Hey, why are my eyes pointed at that metal switchy thing?
But yes, predating Origins, this is one of the first main series games, if you want to consider this main series, where you can actually control Glowbox. The fat frick doesn't really jump, so all you have to do is just walk around and collect stuff. Fortunately, he can't fight directly every time he sees or encounters a henchman.
Yeah. Because he's
Yeah.
a scaredy cat.
The only way you can be able to combat them is if you collect what you... The only way you can combat them is if you drink some of that purple nectar.
I smell plum juice. I want to drink it and smash everything. Look, was that sneaking around here scares me. Maybe that barrel will be my new friend.
There's a Trigun guy right there.
He don't care. By the way, I've heard of mental
yo,
relapses
yo.
before, but that's kind of ridiculous.
Oh, jeez, he just wallops him. So I was gonna ask, for story, since this is just a look at, is Andre still in Glowbox?
No.
I think he's a...
Not Andre
he's
himself,
like a-
just his spirit.
Yeah, he's possessing his spirit is possessing Glowbox
How?
for some reason.
Because Hoodlum's revenge.
No, because at the end of at the end of Rayman 3, it did show Andre being like recreated, but
Yeah.
Actually, if you want to get technical, at the end of the way I kind of saw it, I saw it at first like him being recreated, but I think the intention was that it was actually supposed to turn back time to reveal how he was created to begin with, because again,
Wow.
his hands had to go and do some mischief.
like back in the very beginning, like when they first slept.
Yeah.
Like if you
Yeah.
notice the positions of the moons, if you notice the position of the moon when it like goes backwards, it goes literally backwards from how a moon rotates as opposed to the way it goes forward.
Wow, Ubisoft can't keep track of their own fucking consistency.
Huh. It was tricky,
Oh,
but anyway,
yeah.
so
Good smack.
Because of that, that's why we have this game in the first place.
right, because now because now if that was not Andre being brought back to life, then we killed Andre in the last one. He's a red lum again. What
Right.
darkness is in him?
Well, technically, we
And
didn't
not only-
kill him. He just got converted back to the good side.
Back to a
I
red
guess,
lung.
and not even that, but in the end of the game, Andre was outside of Glowbox's body for like hours, and he never made any like, oh, by the way, I can control your friend and make him evil. Maybe I should have done that when you were on the giant car and he was the one driving. Maybe that would have made things a lot
Honestly,
easier for me.
Being fair, considering that he spent almost 3/4 of the game with Glowbox, I don't think he wants to be anywhere near him.
Yeah.
So basically, what we're trying to say here is that what's happening with Glowbox is that his whole Stockholm syndrome with Andre has suddenly taken some sort of manifestation inside his mind.
Potentially, because it did
Uh,
mention memories and
that-
things.
That'd be kind of a stretch.
It makes
Well,
about as much sense as this game's existence.
Well, all I remember is that it did mention, and because I don't know what the big plot was, is that he mentioned he had a memory, then something woke him up, and then when Rayman woke up, his friend had been like either taken or kidnapped. Also, I really don't like the tune that plays when he's all like juicified, because like purple, because it kind of sounds kind of almost
Goofy.
eerie in how like, yay, it's like a joyful music
Somewhat.
box, only he's now able to kill people.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think just in terms of being consistent with Rayman 3, a part of me kind of would prefer if they did like a GBA remix of the Drunken Glowbox theme, you know, the...
Actually, speaking of the music, I will give Hoodlum's Revenge this. It actually does have a really good soundtrack, particularly the theme to Clearly Forest. That one is fucking awesome.
It's nice.
All right,
I haven't gone too
sounds like
far
they're
into the
keeping the same
game, but do you
theme,
know
which
if there are any remixes, or is it just mostly original tracks?
It's primarily original tracks, save for the title segment, which is pretty much a mix, kind of a remix of the Rayman 2 theme.
Okay, okay, when you said title theme, I was going to say like, no, there is no way that they made a GBA compressed version of Matter for this game.
That'd be something else, but they'd probably have to battle some legal issues if they did that.
You know what? If they had the technical know-how to make a remake of the Rayman cartoon intro for the Game Boy Color, I'm pretty sure they can find a way to do Matter for the Game Boy Advance.
That's a good point.
It's just be, but
Probably
I'm saying,
wouldn't sound nearly as
yeah,
awesome.
I was gonna
though.
say, yeah, the vocals would be like, Naga, Naga, go budget, like just like super compressed
Scratchy.
and pixel, yeah,
Or
super
it would
scratchy.
just sound like chiptune music.
Or it'd probably just be an instrumental.
Oh come on! Oh come on!
jeez.
A chiptune remix of Matter would actually sound pretty good.
That'd be
Yeah,
alright.
but
I mean,
like,
I mean,
I'm not completely confident that they would do it justice as a chiptune remix.
I mean,
Actually, just real quick, just going back to Logan, like doing like his own GBA reimagining of the lyrics, it just makes me think of
Just want to get a lot better.
yeah,
What
this
the
one
fuck?
here, bam, bam, bam. No,
it's
so
a
the
character from Sam & Max.
It's not really like impersonating Rayman though. The idea is that like, I mean, I'll give the Game Boy Advance sound card credit. I was able to watch the first 2 episodes of Sonic X on it.
Yeah, that series was something else. I mean, first time, I think it predate what an iPad could do with movies.
Yeah,
So, for its time, it was ambitious, but then the iPad suddenly kicked its ass not long after.
And not only that, but now instead of having 2 videos on one game, I can just have the entire series.
Exactly. Like hell, I have the entire I can buy the entire
Globox, what are you doing here? I don't think I can score your, performance.
That's okay, Murphy. I can score myself.
Oh,
Okay, this one is a pretty decent joke.
Yay!
I beat my bestest score ever. My score of, 0.
Silver lining,
One!
Globox, silver lining.
And this
You can't
counter
say
goes
he's
any
optimistic.
slower.
Ever the optimist, yeah.
Thank you. I was like, yeah, seriously, like, if it's more than
I
50, you
collected
should
more
go like...
lumps than ever.
I'm saying, I don't know.
Oh, wait a minute.
Because I'm
There's one.
Go
2
free!
Robux stamps. Wait a minute, I don't look like that. I'll give myself all 3 as soon as I get 16,000 points.
Then I get to be a good boy and get the cookie.
No, where did I put my quarter? Oh shoot, that was my last quarter.
And there's the Glade of Dreams for you.
Yep. Thank you again for joining us for Globox Hoodlum's Revenge. I'm Globox.
I'm Earthquee.
Uh-huh.
Ish.
I'm here too. I'm Logan. Logan Jack
I'm
20.
Rayman, wondering when the sudden game night title change.
Oh look, is that Lee? See you guys!
Bye.
Till next time, everybody.
Get back here, Globox!